Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. I also now have a www.finding-value.com website. You can check it out. You can't see the content unless you sign up. There's a silver and a platinum edition level. Platinum gets you everything. The silver gets you all the financial education stuff. The financial education stuff goes over ratios, market conditions, and cost curves and Lassonde curve and all sorts of mining type stuff, commodity stuff, technology, S&P 500. You can also look at a lot of the how to set up portfolios and all that stuff. It isn't all uploaded, so just give me some time. I'm uploading like one or two things a day. I'm trying my best to get it in there. And then looking at the platinum package, that is access to everything. You can see what percentages I put in my portfolio. You can see what I hold in the companies. You can see the percentages roughly. I'm not going to share the account values, but I'll share a lot of that stuff with you guys. I'll put the donations portfolio with a silver member. They can view that one because that's for donations for anybody. And you can see all this stuff and how I'm working it. You get to see all the chart patterns of individual companies of different sectors. You'll get to see what companies I think are decent looking patterns. We'll have technical analysis education. There's going to be so much stuff in this. It's going to be ridiculous. So it's just going to take me some time to load all this. Jumping into our daily technical analysis update of oil and natural gas. We'll jump right in here, give you my financial opinion. Here we go. So we've got the light crude oil futures. We've got a wick at the top here. So we were playing with this 115-ish mark, came right into that resistance and kind of sold off a little bit. We zoom into the daily candlesticks. You can see that. We came on up, we sold off a little bit, and we're not just, we're not losing and busting through these support lines. We got a little bit of sell-off today, and we got to slow this big momentum. This is a big momentum down day yesterday. We got to slow that off, turn it around, and then I think we're going higher again. So that's crude. Natural gas, we're in this, I created this pattern here where we went on the tops here, went on the bottoms. We found support. Natural gas went higher today, 3%. Once we break out of this pattern, we're probably going to have a large move higher. XOP is looking good. We had an up day in it. Down day in oil, up day in XOP. The people are buying this up. They don't believe the price of crude is going to go down. We've got a little bit of resistance right here on this white line. And let me see something here. Hold on, guys. There we go. We got a little bit of resistance on the white line. This is logarithmic. And we're right at that resistance area. We're right underneath it. It's going to take a little bit of effort to get through here. We're sticky. We're sticky in all these companies. SM Energy, small little update today. We've got a resistance line coming across. There's that resistance line that populated. We broke out, pulled back, and then we came back above. We're resting. The cheetah's resting before a move higher. Now, what are we resting on? We're resting on this big old pattern. It's a big resistance line. We all the way back from 05, we hit our head on it a lot. Hit our head again. Used it as support. A couple times we used it. Hit our head. So this is going to take some time to break through here. I can't tell you how long it's going to take. It depends what the buyers do and what the flood of buying comes in. We could very easily move fast, and move on up. But there's no way I'm selling my shares, guys. Can't have them. Sorry. CDEV and a lot of the other companies are doing the same thing that SM Energy is doing right there. They're coming up to resistance, and what they're doing is they're getting all coiled up here. They're getting all hyped up. It's like that squirrel that was drinking that Mountain Dew. It's getting all hyped up, ready to run. And what we want to do is you want to be positioned before that run happens, and it's coming. The run's coming. Hopefully we don't come on back here. I don't see how that's possible. Our inventory levels of oil is so incredibly low. Natural gas is so high all across the world. We're talking about $620 per oil barrel equivalent of natural gas in Europe right now. So I suspect that this is going to go higher. We've got a nice good hammer pattern yesterday. Again, I am thinking that we are going to be heading higher here at some point. Crew Energy, trying to find a bottom right here. I was a buyer at 250 right here. I said that on the channel repeatedly. Hey, it'd be good if we could buy it at 250. And it came down to 250 and tagged it. I got it in my health savings account, guys. I know, it's awesome. double tax, and I think you can take it out at 65, irrespective of whatever you want it to be. So I'm going to blow that up, that's for sure. But we're coming on up, and it looks good. We're just coming up into this little pattern here. I think we're going to break higher. This could be the barrel pattern that some people talk about. I don't know if it technically meets that, but it still looks really good. CPE up 2.5%. Again, we're against that resistance line. What is that resistance line? It's this big old line that was used as resistance, and we've hit and hit and hit and hit there and hit there. It's trying to get through it. Athabasca oil, this guy is also at resistance. That's what that white line is, the resistance here. We hit it here, and we've got another third hit today. Well, not today, but recently. We broke out. We're probably going to come do a little back test, and then see where we go from there. Recaf's on its own time. It's an exploration company. When it releases information on their wells, we'll see what happens. Could be a big move. And hopefully that's the case. CPG, Crescent Point Energy. Up a little bit. Again, it's got that same stickiness that we've got on top of these patterns. We had lots of trading back here, all through here. That's the stickiness we got to get through. What do I mean by stickiness? What I mean by stickiness is there's lots of people who exchanged shares in this price zone. And when we come back through the price zone, you've got potential sellers all through here. So the more that something trades here like this, that's why it came and it paused here for a while. It came through this buyers and sellers. And then what we do is we're going to come and we might, pause a little bit and then go. So that's what I mean by stickiness. Previous buyers and sellers. Northern Oil and Gas, it's sitting on top of its pattern, and I would be a buyer up here myself. I would add in, that's me. I like where it's at. It's got the double booty. It's up double booty. And eventually I think this will make its way higher quite quickly after it breaks through that resistance area. GTE, another one that's breaking up, looking fantastic. Still got some good buyers there. Tellurian's resting on top of its pattern. Let me get off the log pattern here. It's just resting there. Actually, I need to buy this. I should have put this in the portfolio. Man, I keep forgetting it. In the donations portfolio, that's sitting there. I'm going to write this down, guys. TELL, got it. But that's looking good right there. Pedevco, we hit a massive. This is called the hangover. I'm making up a new thing here. Had a big old move, short squeezing, and then we had the hangover, and then we came back in the pattern. So when we break out of the pattern, everyone's feeling good. Maybe they took a couple of shots. I don't know. But it brought us back inside the pattern. I'm going to call that the hangover. So that's the new move, the hangover. Oasis Petroleum, another one that's sitting on top of its pattern, waiting to be the cheetah that it can be. I would just be sitting in it, which I am. Comstock Resources is one that has me a little bit excited. Why am I a little bit excited? Well, one, I bought down here on this support zone that I drew in there. And two, when you look at it from a big picture view, this thing's in no man's land. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let me zoom. Oh my goodness, that thing. And what's cool about this is once we get above this white line in here, 12, 13 bucks, we don't have much resistance. And the resistance, the next resistance line is up here at like $69. So there's this gap there. This gap where not too many shares were traded. Once we get out of this massive basing zone, we could see a big move to the upside eventually. It's going to take some time. I'm not calling for a moonshot, right now, and maybe it does moonshot, but patience here, pick up shares, in my opinion, for my portfolio, and I'm holding on. At Sandridge, we're getting a little bit to this little stickiness here and here. You could see the first stickiness zone. This guy here, if I draw it across, I bet you it lines very well. I don't know. I can't draw. It's somewhere in there. We hit our head on it, came through, busted through it, and now we got to get through this stuff over here. Maybe a little bit sticky. No worries. No worries. REI, this thing looks fantastic, guys. See this basing? Hit its head, broke out, came back. Now it's go time. It's going to be go time coming up here. And I think eventually we're going to work our way higher. Looking at the big picture view again, there not too much resistance back here. I think this is a good base to launch from. Looks good. Surge Energy just looks absolutely ridiculous on this level here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of do this. I'll flatten this guy out. Consider that to be a bottoming pattern. So we can zoom in. This is your bottoming pattern. Hit, hit, hit. It broke through that. Now we got to it's going to go up very similar to probably this side over here. So this looks absolutely fantastic. Look at the volume on the bottom, guys. Look at that volume. This thing is going to surge like it did in the 1990s, or was that early 2000s, that Surge Energy drink? Yeah. Tamarack Valley Energy breaking out, looks fantastic on a long-term perspective. Looks good on the short term. Yeah, a little bit of selling pressure. I'm not too worried about it. And then Crescent Energy, everybody was saying, how come it's not moving? It's moving, guys. Just let it go. Let it go. Value's being created. OIH moving on strong today. Looks fantastic. The 401k is loving this thing in it. Looks great. TTI moving on up. Getting a little bit of a pullback here. Small little update today. Nothing to worry about again. Transocean, what I see here is it's probably like a little consolidation period, and then it'll break up. PUMP, nice strong update today. Finished strong. Looks good. It's already broken out of the patterns. All these patterns are like massively broken out. They've done these bottoming patterns already. And what they do is they kind of break this here. Let's zoom in. Oh, look at that. I drew it right on the tops there. You like that, don't you? It kind of goes sideways. It breaks up, and then it'll just work its way higher. So I just like holding on. I don't do anything. And same with this. We've got that little kind of, pattern there. Get that out. We've got MMA Offshore, another one that I like up here. I should say down here, way down there. It's you can see it. We can zoom in, and this thing's putting in a bottom, I think. Why do I think it's putting in a bottom? It's got good volume. Look at the candlesticks. And we've learned this on the channel, guys. Look at the candlesticks. Big up days, slow leak off of sellers. Big up days, slow leak off of sellers. It's like someone taking a hammer and just trying to hit through this resistance line. Boom, boom, boom. We finally broke through it, get a little bit of selling pressure on top. If you look on the left-hand side, here's some selling pressure all over there. We'll get our way through it, and then we'll work our way higher. Tidewater, this thing looks like it's in beast mode, guys. Now, it's in ultra value land. This is, see, I drew it like that, but we're in ultra value land. We broke below that, went on a large detour. I think they went through bankruptcy too at one point. But this thing is breaking through its resistance line. It broke through it. It's moving on higher. It looks really good. It finished strong today. Nice strong day. I really like it. Looking at NEX. NEX is an animal, guys. This thing was at 359 to 918. And that's all been done this year. Absolutely incredible. And if you look at this from a long-term perspective, nice, good downtrend break. Looks really good. KLXE, this is one that Adrian brought up. Adrian Pansky, he said I don't throw out, give him credit. Well, I just gave you credit, but this one does look good. CHX is one that I said that I would be buying myself. I did buy it. I bought it before the breakout over here. And here we go, breaking. We're breaking to the upside, guys. Looks really good. WHD, Cactus Incorporated, Class A. This guy's broken out to the upside. Looks fantastic to continue running. 9, this is a short squeeze. It's going to probably pause here for a little bit, and then we'll see what happens, but it's right at support. OII looks really good. This one has a newly broken out pattern here. I like buying up here. We had a little back test here, moving on higher again. Looks good. I like it. Noble Energy, a little bit of a return move. We'll see if this thing goes back further or if we head on higher. Again, I would be a buyer when it got all jumbled up before the break of the resistance line. But I own it. I hold it. I'm not doing anything. Helix Energy Solutions, I bought this way down here a while back. I told everybody I'm just going to hang on to it. It's cheap. It's broken out. It's at 530. I'm almost up 100% on it, almost. And you know what? It was pretty easy to do that because I didn't really do much of anything. I bought it and I just hold. And then CGGYY, another one that looks really good. It's gone higher. It's getting a little bit of sideways movement, but guess what? Doesn't matter. We're in the pattern of a lifetime over here. It's super cheap. They are making money, are about to make money. It's about to turn. The revenue's kicking up. Things are looking better for the company overall, fundamentally. So another one, if you guys want, these coal companies look really interesting. We've got this is New Hope Corporation coming on down. It's broken the downtrend. Higher lows are stepping up. This looks fantastic for a large move higher. We've got Peabody Energy Corporation. This thing's done a return move. It's probably going to head higher for a bit. China, Shinua Energy, backing on out. It's doing the double booty bottom. This thing's about to break and move on higher. Now, I don't see as much leverage in this one, but and then we've got the double booty bottom and Yan Coal that will eventually work its way, I think, higher. And then we've got Whitehaven that's got a downtrend line break that is about to happen. If I could draw it, I just throw this stuff up real quick. It's breaking the downtrend line here. And then Thungela has been moving up. A little bit of a down day today, but it's been on a tear, guys. This thing has been rock and rolling higher off this little break here. So that's what I've got for today. Everything looks really good. I have nothing bad to say about any of these commodity sectors, really. But everything looks good. Give me a thumbs up for the content. If you guys want to check out www.finding-value.com, you can do that. There's a link in the description below if you just want to click that. I just started it, and I'm adding a lot of content. I have some content on there. I'm going to continue to add and add it as fast as I can, guys. Lots of value. Thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.